Konnichiwa Intelligence, and welcome to my Far Cry 6 Ultimate Edition Buyer's Guide. What version should you get and what each version contains, most importantly, because some little bits and pieces are a little bit unclear here and there. So I'm going to help clear that up for you, make it nice and easy so you get the best edition and know exactly what you're getting for each edition for you, because that's what I'm here for, to help you out. So without further ado, let's start off. To make it even more easier and convenient for you, I'm going to split this into 6 sections. We're going to talk about the pre-order bonuses that you get. We're going to talk about the standard edition and all the things that come with the standard edition and up. And then we're going to talk about the gold edition. Then we're going to talk about the ultimate edition. Finally, the collector's edition. And then which version I think is the best value for money, and therefore which version I think you should get and which version I'll be dealing with. Alright guys, so let's start with the pre-order incentives. So with Far Cry 6, if you pre-order the game, you'll get the Discos Locos, the Deadly Disc Launcher, and the Libertad Chorizo. Forgive me if I'm getting pronunciations wrong. My Spanish so-so. Is it Spanish inspired? Probably is. But anyway, Discos Locos Deadly Disc Launcher was something that was in Far Cry New Dawn actually. I don't know how many of you guys skipped that or not or played it. But it was a pretty more refined version of Far Cry 5, I would say. And this launcher was a lot of fun to use. So I mean, that would be a pretty cool thing to have in my opinion, if it's anything like it was in New Dawn. A pretty cool weapon. The Libertad Chorizo, I think Chorizo is the name of the companion there, is basically a skin. So it's not the companion itself. You already get the companion if you have the standard game. It's just the skin job, which is his little cart for his legs there with his little tools in the back, having a skin and the neckerchief there. Pretty cool. He looks pretty angry about the design. I think it looks pretty cool. That's your pre-order part. Okay, so if you go standard edition, obviously you're going to be saving the most money, but you'll also get the least stuff. But what everyone gets with any edition of the game, including the standard edition, is weekly insurgences, which is basically, I guess, challenges that give you like new weapons, new skins and so forth. Almost like Radiant missions or quests. Kind of stuff you already have in like Assassin's Creed and other games that Ubisoft do. Love them or hate them. You also get 6 special operations. Now, according to the description here, it says that you'll be carrying unstable chemical weapons from arms dealers and then taking them to an extraction point. You can play them solo or co-op. You'll start with 2 locations that are very hard to pronounce that are called Mozizokyoko and Maseo. They'll be available at launch, and then 4 additional will come after the fact, which we'll show here: succeeding insurgencies, special operations, and then you'll also, over time, you see the dates beneath it, get crossover missions that will include Danny Trejo, I hope I pronounced that right, Rambo, and Stranger Things. That's for everybody. All the editions get you that. Whether they're going to be good or not. Okay, next up in our Far Cry 6 comparison version guide, I think we should look at the gold edition, which includes the season pass. So let's check it out. The season pass contains, it's kind of interesting because there's some things that are maybe easy for you to miss in this. It's not always quite clear. This page is quite good for kind of breaking down everything though, but essentially you get the free DLC episodes of each of some of the classic villains of the series, such as Vaz, I forget the guy's name that walked around shirtless, and Pagan Ming. You get those, oh there we go, Joseph. And they are post-game story expansions, so I suppose it's going to be stuff that is like after the events of that game or Far Cry 6 itself. What's also interesting is you get the Far Cry Blood Dragon game. What's interesting about this is it says that you're going to get the 2013 version if you're on PC, but you're going to get the remastered or classic edition on consoles. From what I can understand, it's basically the PC version ported to consoles essentially, so that's why you're getting a kind of same thing, even though it sounds like it's a worse version. It's the same thing essentially. You're just getting the PC version on the consoles or the PC version on the PC if you haven't got it already. So you get that base game free. But what's also interesting, probably more interesting, is the Blood Dragon set. Now, this Blood Dragon set is interesting because it contains a few different pieces in there that are of interest. If I go through the list here, we have the Blood Dragon gear set, which is basically the look. You have here the skins. You have 2 weapons here. You have a vehicle. I'm not sure if this vehicle is actually like a physical vehicle or if it's just a skin. But you know, if it's like the weapon, it's probably an actual physical item. You have a weapon charm. I'm not sure if that's just cosmetic or if that does some kind of actual difference to the actual gun itself. But what's definitely interesting is you're getting a Fang for Hire here as well, which is this kind of metallic looking freaking doggo. Looks like a mechanical pit bull. I know how much you American cousins of mine love your pit bulls, if Dutch Judy is anything to go by. So that's a thing as well. Probably the highlight of this whole set, I would say. And you also have a chibi, which as I mentioned is something that's either going to be hanging from your windshield mirror or one of those kind of moving head things. And yeah, that's what you're getting with our gold edition. And you can see it's got the dates here. So it shows that in November 2021 you should get DLC 1, which is what's the meaning of insanity. Sorry. Blood Dragon you should get December 2021. This is all everything goes to plan. Control DLC 2, which is Pagan Min. That should be January 2022. And in March of 2022 you should get Collapse, which is DLC 3. Interesting to see how that package plays out, I guess. So yeah, don't sleep on those, because it might be interesting to see if those weapons are a big deal, and if there's a vehicle is actually a physical vehicle rather than just a skin job. And obviously I think things like fangs, weapons and actual items that change gameplay elements or make gameplay more fun or interesting, I think are the big items that I'm more focused on in terms of worth it. If you're a skins person and customization person, then obviously those things are cool, especially if you're going to be playing co-op. Okay, so there's a little quick interlude question here, guys. How many of you actually slept on Far Cry New Dawn? Did you actually play it? Was you disappointed with Far Cry 5, or did you enjoy it enough to actually be like, yeah, I'm ready for New Dawn, or was you burned out? Because this is actually a real refinement of many of the formulas of Far Cry 5. It actually, in my opinion, was a much better game in many areas. So if you slept on this, share below. Or actually, did you actually play New Dawn and actually enjoy it like myself? Oh yeah, and if this ends up helping you figure out which version of the game you're going to get, or indeed what you're getting with which version that you're getting, don't forget to leave a like and maybe subscribe, press the bell, and watch more videos on the channel. Let's continue. Okay guys, now we're going to take a look at the Ultimate Edition, which essentially is Gold Edition, but with the Ultimate Pack. Now at face value, it kind of just looks like a skin pack, at least that's what I thought mostly, and boy was I wrong. Because if you look a little bit deeper, there's a little bit more to it than that. Now obviously you can see there's three different looks here, and in my notes I put in the fact that kind of looks like Crocodile Dundee going on. I guess Vice Pack is maybe a play on Miami Vice. And well, Jungle Expedition looks like a dude from Jumanji, the other one that tries to pop you, the game hunter guy. But if you look a little bit deeper, there's more to it than that. This one is actually in the middle there, showing a particular creature just like our dragon set, which suggests, hey, I was thinking to myself, this is actually probably a companion, and it is yet a Fang for Hire that you get with this pack. So essentially you get a Fang for Hire. This one is called Champagne. Great name. I'm wondering if she's related to a certain other critter that was of a similar species. That one called Peaches from Far Cry 5. This little cutie. See a resemblance there? I don't know. But there's a Fang for Hire hidden in this Ultimate Pack. But let's take a closer look at the specifics. So in the Croc Counter Pack, we get a 4570 weapon, or at least that's the name of it. We get a cartridge, vehicle accessory, a Croc Tooth weapon charm, and then the outfits, as well as a vehicle. Again, I don't know if these vehicles are just like skins or if they're like kind of physical models, but then, you know, that's what you're getting there. In Jungle Expedition Pack, you get a compass weapon charm, SPS weapon, and adventure outfit. And like I said, now the Vice Pack is where it gets interesting. Champagne, a White Panther companion. So this is definitely a companion that's going on here. A gold bullion weapon charm. I'm not sure if weapon charms, again, adjust what happens with your guns, like maybe they add fire to it or something, I don't know. A let open up vehicle accessory, scorpion weapon, so you're getting a new weapon here again. So it's going to give you new weapons as well as a actual companion, which I think is probably the biggest takeaway and why you might want to consider this edition. Then you get the outfit and then a convertible vehicle, which looks like it is going to be actually the physical vehicles themselves rather than just skins. So yeah, you want more vehicles, you want more weapons, and you want a companion, then you're going to need the Ultimate Pack. Nice, but a little bit sneaky. Gamer's Lust. Look at this collector's edition. And if any of you happen to be quite rich or just very generous and determined, feel free to send me the collector's edition. Just go to the integer.tv/givemestuff, and my accountant will sort out all the necessary paperwork and transport and all the rest of it. But yeah, so let's look at what the collector's edition includes. So, man, this is a collector's edition. We have a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what is what. We'll have a look around here and see what's going on. We have the Ultimate Edition, obviously, of Far Cry, which we already described just a moment ago. You get collector's case. Is that the collector's case there? Maybe that's the collector's case right there. It looks like it. You get an art book, 64 pages. That must be it there because it looks quite like a thick girl right there. Nice. 10 stickers. They look quite dope on this table here. I wouldn't mind putting some stickers on my little desk here. That would kind of mess up the unboxings maybe. And then we have a Toastador flamethrower replica, 72 centimeters, but unfortunately, guys, non-functional. Okay, don't buy this. It's not functional. I thought this was functional. You have a how to assemble instructions by Cobotron. That's this, I guess. You also have an exclusive steel box, or steel book even. Is that this? This is the steel book, I reckon. Well, that might be the steel book, and this is the collector's box. I'm not sure. Select the game soundtrack. That's obviously that one there. I hope you got a disc drive for it. Chorizo even keyring. That's our little wiener dog friend. And freaking hell, this map as well. Man, I want a map of this game as well, man. And you get a stand as well. That's a stand there. Yeah, the stand's included. Look at the size of the box, guys. Look, apart from liking and subscribing and all that stuff, if you have a bunch of money or you win the lottery, remember me and send me one of these things, okay? Because this looks amazing. Wow, I'm just kind of bummed that it doesn't work. Okay then, guys, we finally reached the part where I tell you which version should you get, which is the best version, which version is worth it of Far Cry, which version of Far Cry should you hook up. Okay, it's kind of it's less convoluted than some of the previous Ubisoft offerings. I remember with the Assassin's Creed one was like really confusing, but this is quite straightforward. Essentially, from Gold Edition, obviously you're getting the Season Pass stuff you can get at any point. Pre-order stuff, you at this time of video, you got a few hours at best, maybe. As far as the Ultimate Edition is concerned, you know you're getting a Banger for Hire additional in there, as well as a bunch of weapons and extra cool bits. So it depends. If you want all of the Bangs for Hire, then you absolutely will need to get the Ultimate Edition. At the moment as it stands, the Ultimate Edition obviously right now is quite expensive. It's like £90, I think it is, or something like that, in English money. So what, like $100 or something like that. Obviously Collector's Edition is fantastic if you have the space and the money. Don't forget my version. Yeah, don't just get it for yourself. You know, but look out for each other in these times. The Collector's Edition looks freaking awesome. So if you got money and you got space and you collect things, get that one. If you're going to take advantage of something like Ubisoft Plus, as I am, then it's the Ultimate Edition you should go for, because when we get to play everything, that's provided that you get the value on the, what is it, £13 a month that you're going to be paying to use it. So that's always the case with passes. You're renting the thing, you got to utilize it, play the game, get the content, freeze when you're not using it maybe, and then get it back again once all the season content is out, unless you want to get it there. And then there's a whole bunch of other games you can play at the same time using the Ubisoft Plus option. But yeah, if you just want the game, Standard Edition is fine, obviously. Season Pass content is always going to be dependent on what the content comes out to be. We don't know yet, so you're taking a bit of a gamble and a chance in that way. But yeah, with those extra Fangs for Hires and the extra weapons and different things going on like that, it can be tempting to just jump onto the Ultimate Edition. But like I said, if you ain't got the money, I'm pretty sure Standard Edition will be fine, and you can move your way up as you go along over time. And if you really don't have the money like me, just go for the Ubisoft Plus Edition, man. All good. Maybe someone will send you some money or a collector's edition if you get the Ubisoft Plus Edition. I don't know. Oh, it's a lot darker than when I started. Let's hope this services in the algorithm. So yeah, guys, let me know now. Which version are you going to get? Which version do you have? Are you more switched on what each version you have or will get contains? Are you going to go the Ubisoft Plus route? Are you excited for this game? Are you excited for Far Cry 6? Or are you Far Cry fatigued? That was kind of good. Anyway, share it with us in the comments and check out one of the videos on the screen. They all look pretty sexy to me.